Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class 12 subject business study, chapter number 5 for organizing. Today's topic is decentralization and its importance as a revision part. Today, we will complete our revision part also in the same chapter. So, let's begin with the decentralization as a revision part. What is decentralization? So, let's begin with decentralization first. Decentralization refers to a systematic efforts to dedicate the lower level all authority except the ones which can be exercised at central point. Top level management is the one who exercise as central point who can take decisions on behalf of organization. So decentralization is the system in which the lower levels means middle level and lower level supervisory level people get certain authorities and responsibilities to take decisions on behalf of organization, whereas it is not in the hands of top level management to discuss everything and decide everything. So lower level departments and middle level departments have certain decision making authorities and responsibilities towards it. It is considered as decentralization. In every department there are certain people who can take decisions on behalf of organization. It is considered as decentralization. So in decentralization, the next part is under this, the authority is transferred to the lower level where it can be exercised. So number of centers of taking decision increases. यहाँ पर एक वर्ड ऐसा यूज किया गया है कि the authority has been transferred to the lower level people or levels where the human being can take decision on behalf of organization. Once you provide the authorities and responsibility to number of people, then the taking of decision also gets increases. That's why it is considered as number of centers of taking decision increase in the terms of decentralization. It should be noted that decentralization is an extension of dedication. Yes, we have studied about dedication, authority, responsibility, and accountability. The decentralization is an extension of that. Now, decentralization and centralization part. It represents the pattern of authorities amongst managers at the different level. Decentralization is also one of thing where managers of different level gets some authorities and responsibilities. In centralization, only one hand or a few people are the concerned persons who has a power to take decisions. That is considered as centralization. अब सेंट्रलाइजेशन में कुछ ही लोगों के पास पावर्स होती है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज एंड अथॉरिटीज होती हैं, वो डिसीजन पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए लेते हैं. Whereas in such an organization, very little authority is dedicated to manager at middle level and lower level. अगर centralized form of organization है तो यहाँ पर middle level and lower level के पास ज़्यादा authorities and powers नहीं होते. No organization can be completely centralized or decentralized. They exist together and there is a need of a balance between two. आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पूरी तरह से सेंट्रलाइज भी नहीं हो सकती और डिसेंट्रलाइज भी नहीं हो सकती. यहाँ पर दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन होना ज़रूरी है. एक जगह पे आपको फुल सेंट्रलाइज टर्म होने चाहिए, कहीं पे आपको डिसेंट्रलाइज भी होना पड़ेगा. As the organization grows in size, there is a tendency to move towards decentralization. जैसे जैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की ग्रोथ होती है वैसे वैसे आप डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन फॉर्म की तरफ बढ़ने लगते हो. Thus, every organization is characterized by both. इसीलिए हर organization centralized form और decentralized form दोनों ही follow करती हैं. Just see general manager, junior manager, team leader, employee 1, employee 2. Everyone can take decision on behalf of organization. This is considered as decentralization. Whereas uh, junior manager who takes decision for team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, it is considered as centralization. तो अगर आप देखते हो तो जनरल मैनेजर से लेके एम्प्लॉय 1 2 तक अगर हर कोई अपना खुद का डिसीजन लेता है तो वो डिसेंट्रलाइज हो जाता है। वेरेस यहाँ पर एक सेंटर पॉइंट है जिसको मैंने जनरल मैनेजर का नाम दिया है। जनरल मैनेजर अपने जूनियर मैनेजर अपने टर्म टीम 1 से लेके टीम 4 तक के सारे डिसीजन वो खुद लेता है, तो इसलिए इसको हम लोगों ने सेंट्रलाइज टैग दिया हुआ है। So we will carry forward with the importance of dedication. In dedication, the first point is develops initiative among subordinate. Yes, if you provide decentralization process, then it will help the subordinates to improve their confidence, and he or she can freely work by taking their own decisions. That's why the first point is mentioned as develops initiative among subordinates. Point number two is there quick and better decision. As you know that if top level management take decisions, then it will take a huge time. So the time has to be reduced by giving an authority responsibility and dedication to the lower management, so that the burden of manager gets reduced, whereas the decisions are being taken by specific persons who are related to that particular project, so they can uh, get a better decisions and quick decisions, so that the time would not be wasted and the results can come very appropriate. That's why it is mentioned as quick and better decision. Point number three, relieves the top executive from excess workload. Yes, if you go with the certain dedication to the management, if management provides you certain rules and regulations, powers and authorities and responsibilities, then the top level management or the managers who are taking decision on behalf of organization, they can be relieved from a certain project and they can concentrate on new strategies, new policies, and they can go for further new innovations related to plannings. So their concerns related to certain issues which has been taken care by subordinate, so that the managers are relieved to do another work. Fourth point is managerial development. As every subordinate gets authorities, responsibilities, and accountability at lower level to take decision, he or she can gain more confidence. Once they get confidence and taking decision taking ability, so if organization wants to expand their business, he or she can be selected for further development of organization. Point number five is better controlling. Better control here it has been mentioned because it makes it possible of evaluating performance of each level, which results in complete control all over activity. As subordinates working for making decisions, subordinates has near about 10 or 12 people who can take decisions and he can evaluate their employees, whereas superior can take decision what kind of decision has been taken by subordinate. If superior has near about 4 or 5 subordinates, he can take a performance evaluation and control all over the activities which has to be done by the organization. So these 5 points has been over. As the revision part I have completed. Thank you for listening, and it is the end of the revision part. That's it for today. Thank you.